Hey guys, how's it going? It's John from the Machine Shop. Today we're going to be checking out the brand new Raspberry Pi 4 Model B that was released on Monday. You ready? Let's go! So let's start with some of the familiar things that we've got about the Pi. On the 4 Model B, it's still maintaining the 4 mounting holes exactly the same as the Model 3. We've still got the 40-pin connector with the same pin out as all of the other Model B style boards. We've still got the camera connector, the display connector, and the headphone jack with the video feed. The processor this year, we've got a 1.5 GHz quad-core ARM A73 processor, so slightly quicker than the previous version. That's supported by 3 options of RAM. You can have 1, 2 or 4 gig of RAM. This is the 4 gig version, and that's supported on this chip here. There's the same Wi-Fi and Bluetooth features that were in the Model 3B Plus. This one now supports Bluetooth 5, but it uses the same antenna stack that we saw on the 3B Plus. There are some new connectors this year on this board, whereas the previous generations have all been the same, so any cases that you may have had won't actually fit this board. So you may notice, if you're observant, it's actually swapped. The Ethernet port is now on the right hand side. We've now got 2 USB 2 ports, keen eyes as well if you can spot the colour, 2 USB 3 ports, and the Ethernet jack on this one is a gigabit Ethernet, but it's a proper gigabit Ethernet. On the previous version, it was actually connected to a USB 2 bus, which meant it was limited to 480 megabit per second. This is the full crack 1 gigabit per second Ethernet port, so I'll be testing that to see how well that works with file transfers on my network I've got here. On this side, the power has changed from a micro USB to a USB-C. This time they recommended that it's 5 volts at 3 amps, so your old power supplies won't work with this new board, but the 3 amp input is obviously there to help with the bigger performance that we've got on board. The HDMI port, full-size HDMI port that we had on the old board, has gone. That's been replaced though, there's a bonus, with 2 micro HDMI connectors. Each connector supports a 4K display at 60 frames per second. 4K display, each connector. So that's 2 4K displays, both at 60 frames per second, running off of a 35-pound single board computer. That's mental. Mental! The underside of the board is boring, nobody wants to see about that. But yeah, that's kind of it really. So I'm going to be doing some more videos on this board, mainly looking at the new features and seeing how much that 1.5 GHz quad-core A73 compares to the 1.4 A53 that's on the Model 3B Plus. Checking out that proper gigabit Ethernet compared to the old one, see how much better that works with file transfers on my gigabit Ethernet I've got here. Checking out that USB 3 port, seeing if I can use it for booting, see if that's quicker than the micro SD slot that's already on here. And obviously checking out those micro HDMI 4K display connectors. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe and share to come and see my other videos that I'm going to be doing. Check out all the other videos that I've got on my channel. And thank you for watching. Bye!